Hi everybody! How are you on this lovely, fantastic Thursday? Or, what? Okay, we have Thanksgiving on Thursday, but it's actually Thanksgiving Eve for Canada. So, I think that's what's on my brain, is it's Thanksgiving Eve for all my Canadian friends. It's a little crazy. But on this lovely Sunday afternoon, I think we're going to do a BB look today with the BB cream. I really loved how that came out yesterday. I'm staring at my cat. It's like a burlap cat in my window. No, it's fine. It's fine. So I'm like looking at it as I'm trying to get on here, and then like, I don't know if you guys can see them, but the cat ears are up on the wall behind me. I think you can probably see. So I got them hanging there for you lovely, lovely ladies. Or gentlemen. I don't know. Either or. Doesn't really matter. Okay.
Yeah, cat ears are perfect for everybody.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Good evening, Donna. How are you? I've got my stuff on my hand.
What the heck?
So I'm just gonna, I just put it on the back of my hand and go in there with my beauty blender. The stuff always looks, finally, welcome, Ashley. Oh, Donna, honey, I'm sorry. She's hurting a lot.
Yeah. We'll play for you.
Absolutely. So it looks really crazy when you put the BB cream on, but when it's finished, it's so amazing. And I decided yesterday that I was like, I really loved how it came out. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that again. Just with the BB cream. And not the brew. I know you do. It's been a little bit crazy, but that's okay. That's okay. So this is one of the shareable videos, and you guys can go back to the Rafflecopter for the and actually get another entry today for sharing and all that kind of fun jazz. I think there's a couple of them that you can enter every day, which I believe is the comment. And if you share, comment shared down below so I know who's sharing, and that way when I go through the Rafflecopter I can verify everything. It normally does a pretty good job. Hello, Miss Patty. I thought you were having a sprinkle today for Mr. Little Man. That's okay. It's an ow. Donna, that sucks. I'm sorry, hon.
What sucks?
Hello, Miss Miranda.
Hello.
I haven't seen you in a while either. So, as you guys can see, once you like blend it out, it just kind of, the BB cream really does blend in really nicely. And it doesn't look quite as bright as I know it does in the beginning. I know in the beginning it looks crazy. Sunday is my absolute favorite day of the week, you guys. Absolute favorite day of the week. We have been decorating today for Halloween. And that's been an adventure. If you saw my post earlier, you saw that. Hi, Trinity. How are you? I know. I go live during school hours. I do.
Who's Trinity?
Because it's easier to go through, to go live when everybody's not here. It's quieter around my house. Those of you who don't know, I have 6 kids. That kind of range in ages, yes. Only one daughter. She's back there. My husband is making a beef roast that we're going to pull apart.
Already pulled it apart?
I could not wait either, but then I kept putting it off. Like, I kept thinking, oh, I've got this to do, I've got that to do, I've got this to do. And so I kept putting it off, Donna.
It's already pulled apart.
So we had the kids kind of going around, you know, doing the whole fall fun stuff where the cleaning, the general merriment. And then they got a little carried away out on my porch with the spider webs and decided that they needed a ladder. So, you know, when you don't want to go get the ladder, calling your brother over works just fine. So I go out there and they're sitting there on top of, my oldest is on top of one of the middle boys, like walking around trying to string these webs. Those spider web stuff, the like pull apart stuff. I think my setting spray fell off earlier. Yes, it did. So it's been an eventful day at my house. And then on Sundays we do all of the laundry for the week, so everybody's set up. I feel like I'm setting everybody up for success when I do that. So I can jump in the pile. Aww. That is awesome. We have a lot of trees, but they're mostly like desert type trees, so they don't necessarily lose all their leaves. I only have a couple out front that lose the leaves. Okay, babe. And a couple on my side yard that lose leaves. And so they don't get that so much that experience, but because I have 2 Russian olives, 2 very large Russian olive trees, which take up a primary amount of my yard. Anyway, so Sunday I like to reflect on how amazing the next week is going to be. And I like to get all the laundry done and kind of, you know, figure out our meal planning and what's going to go on so that I feel like I'm set for the successful week. Plus, you know, I can hang out. This week I got to hang out with my hubby, which was pretty awesome. He hasn't had very many days off, especially weekend days, not lately. I feel like I have a patch. I feel like there's a patch. Is there a patch? I guess not. It just really looked like there was a patch. So we get the full show. Oh, how pretty. We have, like, I can look out and I can see all of the leaves and all of the changes and I can see the colors. But just ours are not, ours are not ones. The bigger trees, I only have a couple smaller trees that actually shed their leaves and change colors. The Russian olive, it goes from kind of a bright green. Okay.
I'll go see if...
Sorry about that. I have no idea why. My internet, I think because when everybody's home, and right now everybody's home on the weekends, and everybody's home today, because we were doing all the decorating type stuff today. I don't know what color I should do. What color should we do? Thank you, Donna, for sharing. I love you so much for sharing. Hi. And don't forget to go claim that entry that you have. My mom's here. She comes every night for dinner. How amazing is that? My mom and my dad, they come every night for dinner. So they're showing up and looking at the spider webbing. So I need some colors, guys. I need some suggestions. What color do you want to go with? What colors do you want me to do? Comment down below. Aww. Thank you, Donna. You are so sweet. I have to say something about you girls. I have to say this. I love my time. Like, this is something that I look forward to every single day. Am I doing Halloween today? I'm not doing a Halloween look. I wasn't going to. I'm not going to. I have done a fall-inspired look, but I could probably amp it up a little bit. We could do like a really fun kind of pumpkin spicy look. Because I have this beautiful rose gold. And then I have That's the lighter colors. I have the lighter palettes there. And then I have the darker. I'll show you. This one is ridiculous. Ooh. Yes. Okay, so I have this color called Manipulative, you guys. And it's this beautiful, like, almost foiled orange. It's like a burnt orange. My mother got me something. Do you guys want to see it? Do you want to see it? Oh, I love it. It says, "Owl, been eating more coffee." It does need coffee in it, honestly.
It's like,
Mom?
Okay, I gotta show them.
Hey, Mom.
Okay, so
Mom.
she got herself one,
Mom.
and it says, "Which better have my coffee?" I couldn't help it. I had to say it in that same tone that song is. I couldn't help it. That's my mom. She's amazing. I almost thought about like a purple. I don't know. I'm really nervous about purple and orange together, but I think the burnt orange with that copper, like that rose gold. What do you guys think? And then we'll do kind of a lighter color on the inner crease. I think I might just break out my loose pigments for you girls today. I love these cream shadows. I really, really do. They're my favorites that I've ever used. So we'll start off kind of like that, and then we're just gonna work into that really deep burnt orange. Beautiful. This rose gold actually shows up as rose gold, which I don't have a lot of luck with. I am obsessed with owls too, Ashley.
Yeah, they're still at my house.
Can I go there?
Borrow a pack from.
And foxes. I love foxes too.
I know, but borrow a pack from.
If you guys could see,
And we'll just put it back later when I put them in the car.
if you could see my like my decorations, I have foxes and owls, and of course cats. You know,
Mom,
cats are kind of a big part. Yes, dear.
I want some more candy.
Go trick or treat Dad and see if Dad will fall for your "I need some more candy."
He don't have. He has.
Where did my mom get that? I don't know. Where did my mom get this?
Walmart.
Walmart.
This is a candy bag.
Walmart, girlfriend.
Bag,
And it's got, like, it's a really nice little go cup, you guys.
bag,
I'm
bag,
gonna wash
bag,
it. before it's ready for
bag,
you.
bag. Okay, this one bag.
And it's printed on both sides, which is fantastic. You're not the same. I think we are too. Anyway, I have to shout out you girls because you make my life tremendously better, and I'm so glad that I am able to talk with you, and some of you that I'm helping, and some of you that feel like it's just nice to have that. I feel like that's something that we needed. I know that for me, I needed it.
Now here's the
I needed that
bag.
one space, you know, that I could just kind of talk and relate and
Okay,
just
here's the bag.
bless the world with kindness and love. And
Here's the bag.
here's the bag.
Now we'll make it something.
You need to go trick or treat Dad, not trick or treat Mom.
Dad'll be right back.
No,
And-
I want non-trick and treat me.
I know, but you need to ask Dad,
Here, Bubba.
and Dad's gone.
How about your treat?
So the color that I'm using on the inside is the Optimistic, which you guys can see that I use all the time. All the time.
Leave that here.
Why not?
And I think I might blend a third color in that inner piece. But we're gonna work into that really burnt orange. And I'm gonna pack it pretty heavily on there. Oh, you guys are amazing. I had no idea, like when I started this, I had no idea what was gonna happen. And I'd had some negative experiences before, but I figured, you know what? I need to open up. I need to talk about some of the stuff that I've kind of just bottled away for too many moons. We are going to blend that in a little bit And I'm doing a little bit of blending now, so I can do less blending in a minute. But I think I'm going to have to pack some more rose gold in there. Just right in that center.
I'm going to trick or treat myself.
You're going to trick or treat yourself. Did you guys hear that? He's going to trick or treat himself.
To open this bag.
I'm going to open this bag.
Okay, let me do it. I'm going to touch it.
He cracks me up, you guys. Last night we had this really interesting conversation about guillotines. And I was like, whoa. You were like, it's crazy cat lady. I am too. I am a crazy cat lady. I am proud, and yes, that is the burnt orange that I'm using now. And I'm packing it on pretty heavily. I am packing it on. So I'm using like a flatter paddle brush.
What's the other bag?
And it is very much so a burnt orange. But I'm thinking, I was just thinking about another color that I think we're going to work in, which is another shade of orange. And I will have to rebuff that out, but that's okay. Anytime you're working with a really highly pigmented color that has a deeper impact, you'll find that you're going to have the darker colors are going to be very noticeable if they fall down. And I put a lot on.
Mom,
Yes, my love.
where's the other bag of candy?
Anyway, the ordinary blessings that are there every day, sometimes it just takes that kind of like oomph to point it out. And that's what my Sundays are built on. My Sundays are built on, you know, spiritual growth, spending time, as much time as I possibly can with my family, and he's been out to bother my mom. Spending as much time as I possibly can with my family, because that is my happy place, right? So I think most of us have that. That's our happy place. And I feel like there's just, when we set our weeks up and we set up that positivity train and we set it up and we get it going and we're like, no, this is going to be, I lay out my weeks. And I have to be careful because, as I've talked about before, I have to breathe through sometimes when changes happen. Okay, so I think we're going to blend this color in. What do you guys think? It is an orange. I don't know if you can see it. Let's take it out. Let's take it out of the package and swatch it. So, hi, April. My day is amazing. That's kind of what we're talking about. Should we use that orange too? So right now this is kind of what we have, but I thought it would be really pretty to kind of work in a little bit more of that orange as we worked over. I can see where I need more shadow on this side though. So as we set up our weeks and we set that up for success and we plan on what we need, you know, what do you need? What needs do you need to be met every single day? What needs do you need to be met every single week? Okay, I will let you share me. Okay, so we're going to work kind of this lighter orange, and you can see it working in there. And then we're going to blend it out so it's smooth. And I will have to add my lighter color again, but whatever. Whatever, we got to do it. We got to do it. So we'll just kind of rock out this really deep, rich pumpkin look. I honestly didn't believe that I could wear oranges. I was so limited. I limited myself on so many colors. The only color I would wear was blue because it brought out my eyes. And that's all I remember anybody ever telling me when I put makeup on is, oh, the blue really brings out your eyes. So I focused on that and like ran with it. And I had the same fashion of a blue look for the last like 15 years.
Mom,
And then, yes dear?
where's the other bag of candy? Where'd you have the candy corn?
Candy corns. I don't know where the candy corns are. I know I bought some.
Remember?
I don't like them.
I like candy corns.
I know you do.
Okay, let's find them.
Let's not right now.
But I want candy corns.
Could you ask maybe one of your brothers to help you?
But they both say no.
The other day he told me, I said, well, maybe you could ask your brothers. And he goes, I can't. I said, why not? He goes, because they've got a password, and I don't know what the password is. So my mom was asking him for, or I think it was actually, she was asking for the older boys. And so she said, Kelly, go get your older brothers and your sister. And he said, I can go get my sister, but I can't get my brothers. And she's like, well, why can't you get your brothers? And he's like, because they have a password and they won't tell me what it is. So if I can't give them the password, they won't come with me. That resulted in some funny conversations of asking the kids to tell us what their magic password was. And I think we'll go, I think we're going to rock in some nice. I don't know, you guys. I'm digging that. What do you guys think? Do you like it? What should we do? Should we do more work or stop and do a liner? Oh, it's okay, Jamie. I just appreciate you all are here. Anyway, so when we set up those weeks, I really want to talk about that because I think that that's hard. We're dealing with a lot of stuff. Liner, yes. Let's get some liner on there. I have kind of a mauve liner that turns to a purple. I don't know. Should we do that and then go into the black maybe? I don't know. I guess it won't hurt. If I hate it, then I'll just go over it with black. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Somebody threw away the carrots.
The carrots.
The carrots.
Okay. That's probably okay. Because they probably did it because they were bad, babe. Why? Did you want carrots?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I swear I go live and all of a sudden they need me right then, right that second. It has to happen. All right, so let's get, there's our liner. Do you guys think we should give this a shot? It kind of dries to a purple, but I'm gonna put it right next to that orange so that you can see it. And we can meld it, we can kind of like mix it with the black, mix it into black. And if we hate it, we can take it back. We can just go black over the top. Oh, yes, check it out. And if you share, make sure and go back to Rafflecopter and get your extra bonus entries for today. Because there's going to be a total of 3 videos. I love you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you, thank you. My mom is that same way with her grandsons and grandchildren. All of them. I can hear the older boys. I can hear them. But I can't see them. The little guy, though, keeps coming in and hanging out. So what do we think about that liner, you guys? Should we do that liner? Or should we go with black? I'll put black down, too. All right. Perfect. Sounds like a plan. And when you guys, I do read all my comments. So if you comment something, if I haven't gotten back to you, I usually try to respond in some way. So I went through the orange with the black as well. So we have kind of like 2 different colors. What do you guys think? Should we do number 1 or number 2? Or a mixture of both? Because we could do both. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, ladies. I'm waiting. So anyway, when we set up our weeks and we set up like how in our mind, ooh, a mix. I like that. So when we set up in our minds, like how our week's going to be, and we build the success in our minds, and we have that, and we feel like we're prepared, and that's what I try to use Sundays for. It's just to motivate me, to inspire me, to make sure that I'm full. So everything that I have to face in this next week, I feel completely able and capable of handling it. I feel like I'm going to be successful at it. I mean too. I mean too. Okay, so we have a mix. We have... Alright, so let's try this and let's just see. If we don't like it, we can always go and do black. It kind of... It is... I don't know. It's supposed to be a red. But when it dries, it reminds me of a purple. I don't know. I could be absolutely bonkers. Actually, the probability of that is pretty high. I figure if we don't like it, then we can always go back over it with black. That's kind of my general theory. Which I think I might do. Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about that. That's kind of it mixed a little bit. I think if I do it, I need to do it on top. So we'll clean up that wing in just a second. Here you go. He is so funny. He told me today that he goes, this is going to be the best Halloween ever. Bye. Have fun with your grandson, love. So anyway, when we set that up for success, and we set ourselves up for success, and we like build and we inspire ourselves, because we have to protect the things of value, right? Because nothing ever attacks. I mean, I know that we have a lot of fear of like our material possessions or whatever being gone or lost, but realistically, the things that we really need to protect from any kind of like negative influence is actually our heart and our minds, because that's the part that can carry it. Those are the parts of us that carry it around, and we keep it. And it's hard to get rid of it. And it's so heavy, and it's so negative. I'm sorry I can't talk very much when I do this. But liquid liner smells your fear, and it knows I'm afraid already. Because I do this every day, and it knows that I'm afraid. Ooh, Lady with the Cat Ears has returned. Yes. I absolutely love the cat ears. And I'm sorry that my internet like went spotty. I have a pretty good feeling that that was the PS3. Sundays the boys get to play that a little bit more. I don't know. I worry about it interfering with school. So if you guys have kids, let me know down below. I'm curious. I'm curious as to how many parents like limit time with electronics. I really worry about how much time they spend on them. I have to let this eye dry because it's more deeply hooded than the other eye. So if I go any further on this eye, I know what's going to happen. And I'll be cleaning it up in a minute. And I think it did. You see it stamp? That eye is just slightly more hooded than the other one. This eye is lazy, I guess is what they call it. Somebody told me that the other night. Anyway, so when we build up that success and we build up ourself to be successful for the week, I find that it motivates me when I inspire myself and I spend my time with my as much time as I can on my weekends. She wants to be a cat for Halloween. We could totally throw a nose on this, you guys. We can totally, like, rock out a cat look. I ain't got no problem being the cat. I don't know, like, if we want to do, like, the traditional, like, round, or we could just do, like, the cute little nose. What I like to do on my daughter is I take the cute little pink nose, and then I draw the lines down below, and then I do a thin black line on the lips. Yeah, see, I just worry because in the past it's interfered with homework, it's interfered with a lot of things, and it's caused a lot of fights between the brothers. So we kind of, ooh, Glam Kitty, yes. We can rock out Glam Kitty, and that's usually what I do with her, is like, just kind of do it down, and then I do a thin black liner with, obviously, more pink lips. But my upper one is more black. She wants to be a cat every year, y'all. She has this cat costume, and it's like pajamas that she wears. She's worn that, you know, since she got it last year, and then every other year she's always wanted to be a cat. She's like a crazy cat lady in the making. The downside to it is that she's a lot like I was when I was her age. I was in love with cats, but they didn't like me. And so every time I would go to grab them, they would hiss and claw and scratch. And so when she's got one cat that likes to be picked up by her, and she's just picks her up and she'll throw her over her shoulder and she'll pack her anywhere. But that cat doesn't like the other cats at all. Yes. Yes, absolutely, Jamie. This was the one that graduated last year. That's Gavin. He is in tech school. He's still at home, which I love. I was mortified that I kept, like, when I thought about it, I was so worried that he was going to leave. I mean, obviously, you just got to love on him and let him be. But in that same tone, it was like, oh, please stay home. My husband has neurofibromatosis, and both my boys also have, well, two of his kids, which are my kids. They're my kids. Our two boys also have neurofibromatosis, and Gavin's, unfortunately, were internal and more on his brain. And so, you know, he amazes me every single day. Like, just, people have sold him short for so long and told him what he wasn't able to do. And then I was able to really be in his life, and it's changed my life in such an amazing way because I've been able to teach him that the only limit that you'll ever have is you. Don't let anybody else put limits on you because you're your only limit. You are the only one that can stop you from being successful. And he's like, well, that's really good, you know, but I was told that I could only work at Subway. That was his goal. His dream job was to work at Subway, which is fine. Totally fine. Yes, absolutely. Yes, cats do pick their people. And I've taught my daughter that. I'm like, cats kind of pick their own people. Some people they're just more heavily acquainted with. Anyway, his only job that he thought he could, oh, that's really dark. I gotta fix that. I should have tapped that off. That's okay. We're just gonna go in there and kind of fix it. And lighten it out. Oh my goodness. Not quite the amount of rouge that I was looking for. There we go. Neurofibromatosis is like little, they're little bumps. My husband has them. I can't remember which one he has, but his are all on the outside surface of his skin. So he just kind of has like little bumps on his arms and on his belly. And he did have them at one point when he was younger. He had a couple on his brain and he had to have surgery. The miraculous part is when they cut them open, they were there on the MRI, and then they cut him open, and they were gone. And there's two different forms. One is the surface, superficial form, where they kind of almost look like warts, I guess, but they're not. They're not really discolored. I mean, sometimes they'll turn red, but for the most part, they're not really discolored. And then there's the other kind that actually is internal, and so they're more in the body or in the brain. And those ones tend to cause problems. There were times in his life where they really didn't foresee him making it any longer, because he was malnourished and he was tired and he was having some issues. And going back to the neurologist and being told that he was told that he could never play a contact sport. His senior year in high school, you guys, he was on the football team because he went to the neurologist, and the neurologist is like, I don't need a scan, I don't need blood work. Healthy's healthy. And he just total turnaround, and he's just an awesome kid. All my kids, I feel like, obviously, maybe jaded, but I feel like all my kids are awesome. And they're all just like cool people. And I'm proud to know them, and I'm very proud to be their mom, stepmom, whatever they call me, mom. But I'm very proud to be in their life. And then I have four of my own. And I just love them. And I just wanted them to know that they can do anything, right? We tell our kids that all the time. But that's something, I guess that's why I'm here. Because here's the thing. We tell our kids they can do anything. But we forget to tell ourselves that we can do anything. We forget to tell ourselves that we're capable of more than what we give ourselves credit for. We forget to tell ourselves those same things that we tell our kids. Those same things, because that's the truth. I have to fix that. That is wicked. Wicked sharp. We don't want it that sharp. You guys. We gotta fix it. We don't tell ourselves those same things, and the same things are true for us as an adult. It is never too late to start another dream. It is never too late to try something new. It is never too late for you to decide to do something different. You don't have to be caught in what you feel is your lot in life. And you don't have to remain there and be stuck there forever. I've been in some really dark places and in my life, and I've seen a lot, and I've experienced a lot, and I kind of view it as kind of a learning experience. You know, you live, you learn, you get hurt, you kind of pick yourself up. But I kind of reference it more like phoenixes. We're all phoenixes. Every single person has a story. Every single person is on a journey that you might not know anything about. And even though you can't necessarily understand their journey or how they made the decisions that they made, we can still be kind, and we can still love on each other, and we can still support each other. Thank you. You know, we can still love on each other and support each other. We don't have to completely understand every step of a journey to know what it feels like to be on one. And we've all been on some journeys through our life that have helped form us into the people that we're supposed to become and to the people that we are now. Not all of it was pretty, but the end result of who we became, I kind of feel like I'm really proud of who I've become. I'm really proud of what I've accomplished in my life and what I continue to accomplish in my life. And I talked about this the other day. You know, we use, oh, I'm just a mom. Why? Why do we use the word just to describe such an amazing, huge, giant job? Oh, I'm just a teacher. I'm just a janitor. I'm just this. No, you are an amazing person who's doing incredible feats every single day. Whether you see it that way or you're not, that's what it is. And we have to stop kind of like downplaying all the things that we do every day. We have to tell ourselves the same things we tell our kids. We have to tell ourselves that we're capable, that we're able, that we can accomplish things, that we can reach goals, that we can make goals, that we can strive towards them. and that we will be successful. We have to tell ourselves those same things. And so we have to fill our lives and fill our heart and fill our mind with people who inspire us, who breathe life into us, because all words are life. Negative words, when you speak them and you make them your life. Will you pick this up, Mel? Anybody?
I got it.
Negative words breathe negativity to life, right? So all words speak life. So when we talk negatively about ourselves, or we talk negatively about each other, or we tear other people down, because in hopes somewhere we're going to feel better in that process, we're not going to feel better in that process. We're not. At some point, you're going to feel icky because that was your response. I don't know. I kind of like that. We can work with that. We can work with it. We can work with it, girls. That's not my favorite. Can you guys see the fear in my eyes before I put that down? I'm like...
Dude, no one answered my question.
What? What was your
What's
question?
a burlap cat?
The cat, right there. It's burlap is the material.
Oh. You answered it. This is Johnny.
I don't know.
No, this is Johnny.
Oh, it is Johnny's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kelly was eating that.
What's a burlap cat?
Where's all the chocolate?
There isn't any.
Huh?
There isn't any.
Well, somebody has some.
Kelly did.
Why do you have that?
I think he took it from Johnny.
Huh?
You took it from Johnny.
From Johnny. Where's Johnny at?
Wherever Wade takes them.
Can you guys hear my dogs out there? Anyway, so we're right in the middle of like this really powerful speech. We have these things every single day. Oh, I'm glad, Jamie.
I'm gonna read your comments.
This should be interesting. She's gonna try. I will have to fix that in the mirror, you guys. That eye is my bad eye, and I cannot make that eye happen no matter how much I force it some days. But everybody has these moments, and we all have these things that are in us, these limitations that we put on ourselves. And we allow ourselves to be made to feel like we don't fit in a box, when in reality,
Somebody busted that.
it's okay to not be a cookie cut option in a cookie cutter world, because the truth of it is the world doesn't need another cookie cutter of somebody else. The world needs each and every one of us. The world needs us to be different. They need us to be on different journeys. They need us to encourage and to strengthen people who are on their own journey. But if we're all the same and we all go on the same journeys and we start going out the same way, and we start becoming cookie cutters, we won't have that. We won't have that uniqueness. We won't have that special ability, because we all love differently. We all do something that's absolutely amazing that nobody else is doing. And if you don't know what your amazing thing is, then we need to talk, because I guarantee you there's stuff that's amazing that you're doing every day that some people can't do. Like I can teach my kids, you guys, but I could never be a teacher.
Where's the candy bag?
Kelly Dale, you can't be ruffling through bags.
Where's the candy bag?
Busted it.
Where's the candy bag? Where's the candy bag go?
Candy in there?
Dad, don't tell Kelly.
I want some.
Hey, can I have some coffee nut? I want
Yeah.
coffee nut M&M's.
Yeah, you had it all the time. You wouldn't give me any.
That's coffee.
I didn't know.
But you made about coffee. You only made about coffee.
I'll give you one.
So my dad is sitting down there with my daughter and Kelly, They're looking for candy because, you know,
Grab my foot.
it's that time.
I'm not.
Everybody's like, I'm not, Mom, I'm not.
I don't want to get any tired.
Stop it, you're not. You're not fat. Stop.
I am.
Don't, Sissy, don't talk down to yourself like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not accurate. Exactly. We do not need cookie cutter people.
This. Like this.
And that's exactly why. Because here's the thing, as I've talked about this 100 times, when you focus on something, you amplify it. When you focus on something and those words that have power, when you call yourself names, you give those words power. So you breathe those things into life. You breathe that into existence, even though it wasn't there before. You breathe it into existence. And then you hear it so many times from other people, whether it's people at school, whether it's people that you run into at work, whatever you do, all of those people, if people are allowed to just say whatever cruel thing that they have on their mind, all of those people then form everything else into our mind, and they just solidify it that that's truth. And it's not truth. It's a lie. It's a lie that we tell ourselves. It's a lie that we accept about ourselves. And that was actually my daughter, what she just did there, you guys. She hasn't done it in a really long time, but that's exactly why I started speaking out about it. Because that's exactly why I knew that I had to change who I was. Because I've never said a negative thing about her ever, because she's absolutely beautiful. But I talked about me that way. And so she learned that that was the acceptable thing to do. For me. And now I got work to do. I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it, you guys. And I gotta fix it by learning to completely love and embrace myself. I think we're gonna do, I don't know. I know that we talked about doing a cat look. Do we still want to do a cat look, you guys? Let me know. If we want to do a cat look, let me know. Because I need to know if I need to put schmutz on my nose or not.
For you? I'll have some.
Or highlight.
Mix them
I'll
all
bet you there.
I guess we can do glam anyways, so let's go into highlight. You guys let me know whether I'm putting stuff on my nose or not.
Hey, where's that word magazine? You know? Oh, I'm sorry, you're on your life. Did this break even further?
Yeah, I fell down again today.
What about your heart? Did that one break even further today?
I think so. I don't know.
Because that's broken in like 50 pieces.
Okay, so we're doing stuff on the nose. I got one response back. So let's rock it out, you guys. Let's do kind of a pink nose.
What the quick video from yesterday?
This is a walk. This is a walk.
I'm going to start in with the black
It's a walk.
to kind of darken it.
Listen, this is a walk. It's a walk. And I got a telescope.
On what? No, you want.
I got this one. Okay, no one needs. Okay.
Okay, so we kind of want to smear this a little bit.
You sleep all day?
No?
Like this.
Yeah, I did.
And then I'm going to go over with pink. I have a really nice pink for this, I think. I think it'll be a good pink. Okay, I've kind of have like a hot pink, and then I have a baby pink. So we're going to work with both of those.
It's like a good house bill.
Huh?
Yeah, same size though.
Same thickness too, kind of?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, maybe a little bigger. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to grab my mirror really quick and just kind of prop it up. And see if I can't do a slightly better job. when I see it.
Well, for a second I was wondering why they were like little dots.
My mom's got the kids in here looking for whatever it is she's lost. It's like a little magazine or something. Okay.
How's this crack?
I'm trying to keep this low enough. And then we're going to go in with the darker,
All together.
brighter pink
No, you got coffee.
here. And yes, I do need to do something with my highlight, I'm aware.
I don't know what that magazine is. Some kids threw it away.
That's not the right nose, I don't think, but
How can you change your nose? It looks like you were punched in the nose. And you've got to clean up all your blood. I don't feel like I'm helping at all.
thanks, son.
What type of look are you going for?
We're
Cat?
going to do a cat.
Have you gave away your ears yet?
Mm-mm. They have till Tuesday.
Oh, you extended it.
Well, no, it ends Tuesday morning at midnight. So, and then I'll announce the winner on Tuesday.
You know how you do it, right?
So, and then I have the other one. I have longer. Yes, whiskers are coming. Don't worry. I gotta blend this highlight really quick, you guys. And I gotta do my lip.
Nothing.
I gotta do my lip. But we're just gonna kind of
Well, I
blend
guess
that
there's
highlight.
Nothing happening there.
Huh?
There's nothing ever happening there.
Oh,
Not recently.
same one of these.
I don't know. I can check.
Just gonna check. All right. So let's kind of grab and go down. And I will lighten that out just a little bit.
Sorry.
How do I get to the Rafflecopter? Okay, in my previous video, I'll post the link after this one. In my previous video, in the description, was the Rafflecopter link to get to the Rafflecopter, which actually, I think there was like 82 entry. Well, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But if you find my cat post where it talks about the cat ears from yesterday, you'll see at the top of that, it actually told you to the same link that was in my video from yesterday. But as soon as I get off here, I will go ahead and repost that link in case any of you guys missed it, because I absolutely want somebody to have these goodies and cat ears.
Well, you get a big cup of coffee? Please?
Alright, so now we're going to grab kind of a pinky color after we get done for the bottom lip. And then I'm going to smooth and kind of rub the center there, my line, so that it looks more like shaded.
Stuffing in your nose.
Because all I'm trying to do is bring a little bit more attention to my Cupid's bow area, more like a cat would have.
Yep.
What are you doing, babe?
Oh, decorating.
Huh?
So, and then we need to fix the wing on this other side.
I should clean the house first.
They did, and then they dug out all the decorations. So, they still have a ton of decorations that they're working on putting out. They just started outside.
Is that a real pumpkin?
That is the wrong color, you guys. Oh my goodness. I am so glad I noticed. Jehoshaphat.
What would you do all day inside? Obviously nothing.
Okay,
Spend the night out running around.
hey,
No?
Next door to my house.
take this outside. Tell him he needs to go outside.
I guess you have to go outside.
Huh?
I guess you have to go outside.
What?
I guess you have to go outside.
Well,
If you're gonna talk to JC.
Bite the shit out of you.
Okay, I'm sorry for the mirror, guys. I'm trying to...
He doesn't seem now, he goes nuts. People started coming and they start biting. And I'm like, get him, goddammit, get him. And he's going nuts and runs up on the couch, jumps up on the back of the couch trying to get that window. And you know, he's got arthritis really bad.
Yeah.
He's not to get on the couch. Now he's going 100 miles an hour. Hitting that couch, up on the back of the couch, back down, back to the front. Get him, goddammit, get him.
I don't feel like Mom feels like this is amusing.
It's really not.
I think he's quite a pit bull.
Have you seen it?
They're talking about a Cocker Spaniel, by the way. That's my dad's dog. In case you can hear all that jazz that's going on in the background. He is a little blonde Cocker Spaniel.
Like pure cocker spaniel, nothing else.
Yeah, he's half pit bull. Gotta be. Couldn't be that mean otherwise.
He wouldn't look the way he does if he was.
Oh, he's crazy. He's a crazy costume.
He's a show cocker. So if you guys know what a show cocker looks like, he is like a copper blonde show cocker.
I'm researching that out right now. Is this our table?
Okay. So now we need to do some whisker outlines.
That deal she's got.
You know, I don't know.
Is that a real pumpkin?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Now she's cutting, rod if she does that. Oh, what a ding dong.
He doesn't understand this, you guys. He has no idea. And I don't think that I can teach him
She's
a
just
whole lot.
scraping. She's just scraping
At
the
70.
paint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she painted it and it's scraping the paint.
She didn't like it.
No, she's doing what you're supposed to. You're not supposed to dig into him. You're supposed to just scrape the paint off where you don't want it.
Okay.
Find the
So-
fire water, would you?
Yeah, I could.
Oh, it's right there, see it?
So we're just going to kind of clean this up with a Q-tip. Right around the nose area.
Kill them fast. They're all over that plate.
I'm sorry.
Like you don't want 'em.
Okay. So now let's do our whiskers.
Yeah.
I feel like we need like black whiskers though.
Way black.
Well, get away, landing on the fly swatter by my hand.
Is this how you're going for Halloween?
No.
Okay, here we go.
And do like black
Got
whiskers.
it.
Huh?
And you're gonna do black whiskers.
Yes, but I have to darken the circles
Actually, no, with
with black. So.
I'm gonna put this watch on you.
Hey, photograph.
Sorry, I can't talk much when I'm like trying to draw on my cheek, ladies.
She got me.
Yeah.
Are you involved?
She kind of wished I would go away.
Put this on here.
No, I don't.
Secretly deep inside her.
No. Stop it.
It's almost here, forward.
I am from Washington,
From Washington, you're in Washington.
and I am in Washington.
I gotta put this on.
I'm from, I can't remember, and I can't remember.
What is the cat ear giveaway? Okay. So
Oh, because I had to mention.
I have two giveaways. I have this set of cat ears, which is following a Rafflecopter link, which in my next post, if you are not friends with me on Facebook, it's easier to keep tabs on that.
Yeah, fly right there.
There's a Rafflecopter post that actually has the link in my previous video. There's also a link to it. So send me a request so that you can see those. But there's a Rafflecopter link to win one of these and a goodie bag. And so there's going to be some stuff in the goodie bag. And I will message whoever wins it and find out what they want with the ears. And then we will get that out to them.
Will you announce your YouTube at all?
And the second giveaway that I'm doing is solely for people who purchase off my website. So, because I wanted them to have a fair shot at it too. So the first giveaway through Rafflecopter, it's no purchases, nothing necessary. Just, there's like, I think it's like my business page, visit my business page, something, comment, share the video. There's like 4 or 5 different ones. Okay.
You should eventually start doing 3 giveaways. One for that business thing, and then one for just anyone that watches your videos, and then another one for your YouTube. People that like only are like that you do like comment on your YouTube. Unless that's not a good idea, because I am full of not good
I
ideas.
don't know. I don't like that. I feel like we need to fix that.
I'm using this fly swatter.
I feel like they all should have been curved like that.
Mom, have this. Here.
Isn't that thing for your eyelid, like eyelids? Imagine Christmas.
I don't like it.
Quit moving around as a fly, man. There's gonna be a land I can get him. Over there. On that jacket. Shake him out.
Hey Kelly, go plug this in. Kelly.
Listen, I gotta do a
He has
print.
no way
Huh?
to plug it in.
I got a print to do.
Dude, he stole like 4 of my chargers earlier. What are you talking about? He has nowhere to plug it in. He needs to go find them.
It gets a little crazy whenever I get on here to go live on the weekend, you guys. I'm sorry.
Hey,
That's because everybody's home.
don't do that around that light switch.
Come on. Look, I'm making a prank.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, a prank.
Oh,
I'll say a prank. Come over
Oh
here.
Listen,
God.
what's this? Where I pull off this thread and then go everywhere.
I need...
And start the
This is
prank.
very difficult to do, like, on this camera, you guys.
What were you thinking that it was just going to be easy peasy lemon
Here we
squeezy?
go.
The second you walked into it,
Yeah.
Prank.
expect nothing easy in life.
This prank. This
And why you expect it?
prank.
Yeah, it's falling down now. Oh, there's one.
Hey, there we go.
I didn't get him.
I noticed.
There we go.
There we go.
Still didn't get him.
Sorry about that, you guys. I had to put that up. I didn't mean to. I did not mean to put that over my face. I know.
I'm making a prank. What's that? I'm making a prank here.
I don't care, bud.
The spoon. The spoon.
Hey, come here.
How about I touch your arm to it?
Put your hand down. Right there, really nice. Smack
Come
it.
here. I'll tell you what a prank is.
What?
I'll tell you how to make a prank.
I do. Come on. I use the string.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, no. What if you hurt somebody? What if you hurt somebody with your pranks?
My pranks.
Oh,
it's
that you're
cool. They're
Yes.
cool
What if you
pranks.
hurt them?
Yes.
What if you hurt them?
No, they're cool pranks.
What if you hurt me?
Yes.
No,
I do
You pranked
too.
me and you got me hurt.
He actually really helps me out a lot with
Pranks
this.
are cool.
Uh,
Okay.
Who?
you. talking about you.
How
I don't help
April
anyone.
Fools?
You help me.
Anybody? I don't know.
This?
He is who uploads everything. I hope I did it right.
Please don't tell him that. I have
No,
not.
I'm
don't
sure
tell
you
him
did,
that.
babe.
Don't
I'm
tell
sure
him
you
that.
did.
Don't tell him that. I haven't uploaded recently.
He uploads all of my, well, some of my videos
There you
to YouTube.
Which I'm about to go post in the comments.
So, he's apparently going to go post in the comments about the YouTube. I think we need a different color of lip on the bottom.
This? Okay, right over here.
Right over the black?
Here.
Like keep the black outline? Is that what you're gonna do?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
My whiskers are a little jacked, you guys.
It's gonna be good.
I don't want to say that.
I apologize. I apologize for the crazy whiskers.
You should make yourself look like Cheshire Cat.
Pink and purple striped.
It's blue.
That's from the new movie.
Fire!
Okay, who all has seen the classic Cheshire Cat?
Me? Okay, yeah, it's pink and purple, but then the new movie came out with the bluish. I really like the bluish.
I'm making a trick.
Like your background? Amazing.
Yeah. I'm trying not to touch them right now. The lips.
Oh. Okay, this is perfect. I'm gonna set up your trap. No, this is not a trap. Look, it's
There
a
we
prank. It's a prank. This is a prank. What does it do? Listen. Wait. And you look on Steam. It's not.
I don't know though. I kind of dig it.
You
I'm kind of digging this side whiskers more though. I did those in the mirror though as well, so I kind of cheated on that one.
This is gonna be good. Okay. This is Molly's. This is Frank.
What do you guys think?
How we make a Frank.
I feel like we need.
Pink nose.
Like, oh, he's commenting as me! Yay!
What's that?
That's my son, by the way. My one you guys heard.
Here? I come on.
That's who's commenting down below.
Down yet.
Please like and subscribe. No, I need to cook. Oh, I love you, April. You're amazing. You're amazing, amazing, amazing. I feel like we need a little bit more. We need a little pop or something. I don't know. Let's glam it up. The whiskers I'm not in love with. I'm not in love with the whiskers. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Hi, Trinity, how are you? Sherry and Pierce.
Hi guys.
Okay, so let's kind of just.
What the heck?
I have no idea what that is.
This is gonna be good.
There. I pinned both comments. Somebody in the other room.
This guy over here on that.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Trinity says hello, Harmony. Okay. I don't know.
Hi.
I have an idea, you guys. I have an idea. I have an idea. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh yeah, speaking of Opal, don't have to go
We gotta lighten this dark piece. I chose kind of a.
Okay, so when you go to try to just subscribe to yourself, it says, no need to subscribe to yourself.
Can you do me a favor?
Me?
Let's put on the Rafflecopter off my page. I need that Rafflecopter link. So copy it and then pin that to this post as well.
raffle.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna get you that. We're gonna pin that Rafflecopter link to this page or to this post as well, since he's over here doodadding around with it.
What does Rafflecopter look like?
It's my cat post with my cat face, and it says "Which please," and it's got the picture of the cat ears and then me and everything.
The cat ear giveaway.
Yes, I need you to copy that link and post it in here for him. Okay, so we're gonna go super, super light on the bottom to do the differentiating.
Are you sure this is the right link?
Yep.
I'm testing it. Rafflecopter giveaway. Cat ear headband. Log in to enter this giveaway. I want to enter my own giveaway. Yeah.
You can't. It will take you to the editing page.
Can we post it in the comments there?
Yes, please.
And pin?
Yes, please. So he's gonna pin that and he's gonna post it in the comments. If I try to take these off and redo them, you guys, it's gonna be a nightmare.
It already has been in there.
This guy, seriously. We need to set him up for success.
I love you.
Sometimes he just has grumpy days. He does love me. Did you guys see my post the other day? He tagged me in the, we've been friends for 3 years. I shared it. And I was like, seems like longer than that though. And he then shared it and he's like, this girl is amazing. I cried, you guys. I cried all night. I cried.
Why all night?
Because every time it popped up and I saw it, I was like,
Why all night?
So now we're just going to kind of crisp up the curls, do a little bit more mascara.
Okay, what's your next?
This is probably one that I would try falsies with. I try false eyelashes, you guys, but I can't. I don't have a steady enough hand to actually pull it off. So, if you can relate to me. I try so hard, and they always end up looking really, really weird and foreign. I did miss you, Shelly. So then we'll just darken this black.
Dude, this is absolute garbage.
Minus my whiskers. I think so too. I think it turned out really good. I have some actual, like, glitter. Like, just solid, straight glitter, and I was gonna... Starshine. Yes. Okay, so this stuff kind of just looks like somebody glitter sneezed all over you, but it's amazing. Ready?
So win the cat ears raffle, the one that purchased, you go to the business page and you put one entry.
That's not a purchase. The purchase one is not through Rafflecopter. I can track all of my purchases off my site.
And that's how you already do it.
Okay. That's here.
Oh, that's right.
Right?
I know. I wasn't going to, and then that's what everybody wanted.
Good. Okay.
So,
It's gonna be good, Kelly. Yeah, I've never seen it happen good.
so we just added an amazing amount of it. It literally looks like that, you guys.
Yeah, she is. Don't listen.
Let's just kind of and put it right here in the corners. Boom.
No, that's not what I called you. Freak.
So we just went like full on glitter sparkle kitty. Wow. All right, guys, I love you. I wasn't going to do a Halloween look, but I figured. Okay, that powder is Jesse's Girl Starshine.
I like this one.
So that's the only thing I can say, honestly. Like, we have a lot of amazing metallics. Glitter is not something that we have a lot of, and you can just kind of take a little bit of glitter and, like, you know,
Okay.
sparkle it up.
You have 26 views overall and like 3 comments.
Okay.
On this video, I have more than that. Oh, okay.
All
Alright, so we're actually going to rock it with the cat ears, do the wild mane here,
Wait, this
and kind of finish this up.
looks like
Wow.
Doggy right here.
I put it all over, too. I put it all over my face.
It
So,
really would be sparkly today.
but then I added it just in particular into my eyes.
Oh, into your eye. How does that one feel?
Fantastic.
I was thinking.
So, that wing could use a little bit of love, you guys.
Don't forget to-
All right, I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for convincing me to go with this crazy cat look that we're going with. Seems appropriate for the cat giveaway that we would go with a cat, and we'll see how this turns out in pictures. I feel like I need to darken my nose now, though,
okay.
so I'm not gonna leave just yet. Let me darken my nose.
So it looks like you didn't clean up your blood again. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yep. It's fine with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Why is it not working?
I don't know, babe.
Stop.
Now give me that.
We're definitely a glitter cat. We're like a glitter animal.
Right,
Look at that.
give me my-
And now that these have both dried, you notice that they're not touching and leaving on each other.
We're having issues in the kitchen. It's
My husband needs me, you guys. I gotta go. I love you. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys set yourself up for success tomorrow, because you can do it. You're amazing and you're beautiful. And thanks for being here. And you'll never know how much I appreciate you. I really, really do. Bye, guys.